Naomi 这样 with makeup and without makeup.
I didn't say the bears flying around.
You say, hey, why no viewing?
But a lot of girls at home like really look like shit on it.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Real. Today I'm the host Amos Cole and with me Naomi and our special guest Mr. Edwin. Woo! Okay, Mr. Edwin, tell me, hey Amos, don't tell people how many years I've been in this industry already. But it's a very experienced one. Look at the color of the hair, we know already. Yay! So today our topic is home staging. Is it necessary or not? But before that, let's go to our game segment first. Are you excited for games?
Yay!
Yeah! Here are the rules of the game. Number 1, no mobile phones. Number 2, the quiz master is always right. And lastly, do give annoying responses.
So what is the down payment for private condo in Singapore?
Not counted. First drop.
Naomi.
25%.
Okay, correct. Okay, so that's just a sample, okay?
Simple only
Demo. That's a demo.
Question number 1. Which iconic residential building in Singapore is often referred to as the Durian Building?
Stop it. Get some help.
Esplanade!
Oh, so this is the game. Okay.
Okay. So 1 point to immerse.
Yeah.
Hello is mine.
Okay, ready? Question number 2. What is the name of the famous shopping street in Singapore known for its vibrant atmosphere, bustling crowds and retail stores?
But he pressed mine
Orchard Road.
Okay, question number 3. Where in Singapore is known for its communal area building and vibrant nightlife?
Clarke Quay.
Yeah, correct.
果然是 DJ Naomi.
So question number 4. So remember total 5 more questions, 2 more
Okay.
questions. So what is the area of former British military barrack in Singapore, which has been converted into a trendy lifestyle destination with shops, restaurants and art galleries?
You sure you know or not? So also go drink.
Last question.
Okay.
Which residential area in Singapore is known for its conservation, shophouse and Peranakan culture?
Peranakan.
Emerald Hill. No?
Katong.
222.
So the winner is 2 of you all.
The Champions Cup. there.
We share half.
No, give to the guest. Yay! Or throw one. So today's topic is about home staging. So, Mr. Edwin.
Yes. Call me Edwin will do. Yeah.
Can you explain what is really home staging?
All right. I think in the logical sense, home staging is about putting in the right furnitures into your house so that it looks nice. Yeah.
Okay, maybe before we continue, right? Maybe let's look at some of the home staging like Edwin has done up.
Yeah. Okay.
But what's the purpose of doing it? To make the house sell faster?
Yeah. So technically, I think how this, for me, it came about was because I have this house, my client's house, that hasn't been sold for years. Up to the extent when people come to the door, they don't even want to go in. That's how bad it is. So finally, when one day we got a chance, so I proposed to the owners, I say, I want to do this for you. So we got contractors, but they were all too expensive. So they didn't want to go ahead. So I said, I do it for you. Of course, it was, yeah. So it took about 3 months, put up, change whatever I need to change, bought whatever I need to buy in the cheapest way from Carousel, from Taobao. So the wow factor was there. Owners said, wow, is this my house?
But 3 months, then where they stay?
No, that is a vacant house.
Oh, it's a vacant
house. It's a vacant house. It was tenanted before. So that started my journey for home staging. And I believe that it can work in certain areas.
So that was HDB?
It's a landed.
Oh, lender.
It's a landed.
But that assumes that the buyer will want to buy as it is after you stage, ma. So like there's a lot of people that they like the old houses. They have in mind what they want already. So, and somehow without the staging, then they can pay a lower premium, ma.
Correct. Yeah, so I think you asked, Naomi, you asked a very good question. So I think a lot of people think our agent's job is very simple. Put the house and then sell it. So I think now we have reached a stage where even before selling, there are a few steps we need to do. So actually for myself, I have to study the market. And then I, like all agents do, and then I actually have to think, which are my target buyers? Are they going to buy the house as it is, or are they going to buy A and A? So I actually propose to the owners these two scenarios. If they buy A and A, what is the cost? If they buy, what is the cost? And if I factor in the home staging, and if they buy the idea, they can just renovate and still stay decently. So eventually the person who bought went with my idea that I proposed to the owner. We did have a lot of other buyers, but they all found that it's too expensive to rebuild, which I already know. Yeah? So that started, in a way, why home staging is included in some houses and not in every house. Yeah.
Okay. Just curious. So just like you mentioned, you took 3 months to do up the whole place.
Right.
During these 3 months, the seller doesn't nag you, say, hey, why no viewing? Why haven't sold?
Okay, so good question here, Iman. So before we embark on this process, I did already tell them ahead of time that because it's such a big place, we need to do a few things. So I listed down everything from painting, from even changing the lights and doing some minor repairs to even doors that had one big hole. What? So I have to go and source for people who can help me, not change the whole door, but do some works onto the door itself. Yeah, so that's how the owners didn't
golden
come
question.
back. Golden
question. Who pay?
Okay.
Who pay? Agent pay or seller pay?
Okay. So in this instance, I proposed to the owner that they take the cost of the makeover. And it was also my duty then to source for the cheapest thing. So I went, because we wanted contractors to help, but too expensive. So they didn't agree. So I stepped in. I said, let me do some of the basic stuff for you. And then the rest was history. So we changed the lights, got the painters, see wherever we can save, we save to make it happen.
So the furniture, is it all brand new or your rent?
Furniture was rented with a makeover company who put in for us, but the bare skeletons like the lights, the repairs, the painting was all undertaken by me, by myself.
Okay.
So your sellers won't get to keep the furniture.
No, they don't. They just rent the furniture.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they rent the furniture.
Can share or not? What are the for the viewers to know if for a proper landed, how many stories?
Okay, so maybe I have to be fair to whichever company out there is doing it. I think we'll give a range maybe. I think for condos, the landed, depending on how big the landed is also. So we might be talking in the range of 6,000 to even 15,000 for a simple,
a month.
for a makeover, decent makeover.
A month or until it's sold?
It can be on a contract of about 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah, the period of the exclusive. Yeah, so until it is sold. Then, if you need to renew, then you have to pay again.
Okay. How long will it take you to sell? After the makeover?
I think almost immediate.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good
So I
results.
think there were many instances like that. So if I may add on what you say, what is makeover? Makeover is actually to give a feeling of wow. If I go into the house, it doesn't give me a wow, then it's not makeover.
I know. 很像 Naomi 这样 with makeup and without makeup.
I didn't say. Yeah.
有
I mean, she looks very pretty lah.
You look at a girl got makeup and no makeup also got
So
different
I
feel.
think there is a wow factor. Even like you look at the person, wow. Inside your heart, you won't say out. Even all buyers also won't say. But they go in there, you can see, wow, it's very good. Yeah, they will say something like that and you're quite satisfied with the outcome. And owners also cannot, beyond recognition. So it's quite satisfying, yeah.
You only do landed for home staging?
Oh, no. So technically, condos, HDBs, or landed, right? So for HDBs, where the logistic is not a lot, I will undertake it myself because it's not very big. So the effect was also very good. So if you ask me whether home staging is necessary, it may not be necessary, but if you want your house to sell faster, I think it will help in many ways.
So have you done before the water leakage?
I encourage the owners to change the pipe. So it's quite bad. Yeah, we have.
So will you let the new owner know or not?
Yeah, I think as agents ourselves, we are also homeowners. So I also don't want to buy a house and then later discover 6 months later bad leakage. So I will always tell the seller, buyer, if there's any leakages in the house or it's been addressed. I think that's the basic thing I would do.
Because in the contract it is as it is basis.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so must the agent inform the buyer or not?
I think
What do you
when you say as it is, they say caveat emptor. That means you go with knowing that this is not a new flat. All right? So if, of course, when buyer asks you, you have to tell them the truth. All right? And for me, myself, I normally will tell them in advance. I don't want people to buy and then discover 6 months later.
Yeah,
At least when they renovate, they can do something about
if they
it.
ask you, so if I go in, I touch up very nicely, I patch up everything, repaint, they won't know. Then they won't ask.
Yeah, if they don't ask, then technically, for me, I
we
will.
don't have to tell.
Yeah, technically, I will still tell them because I want them, when they do renovations, to take note of the place and do it.
Yeah.
I think it's easier for them. Yeah.
I think because so if a buyer they went down to do viewing, if they don't go with the agent, I think they might not be able to tell that this has been staged.
Yeah. So
is there any way that we the buyer can go in, they know that it is staged, then they will know what question to ask.
Okay, so I think what you mentioned, I believe is good. Always go with a trusted agent. You have an agent or agent from a reputable company. Yeah, technically they will be more responsible to tell you what is happening within the house. But most of the buyers, when they come, they see the house is very well. They will know it's staged. Most of them, is this staged? Even my house, when I do myself, they say, "Do you borrow the furniture?" I say, "No, it's my furniture." Yeah, so we will tell them it's fine.
Okay, so just curious, right? Because when you do staging, right, you have to move in a lot of new furniture and etc. The seller's current furniture, where do they go?
Okay, so normally before it starts, we will sit down with the sellers. I always tell them that you want a good price, you have to cooperate with me, and I will tell you certain things I think it's required. Some owners don't want, then no choice. If they work hand in hand with us, then if they allow us, then we'll just discard the furniture and place in the right one inside. Yeah, good question. So before that, we need to speak to the owners and get their consensus. Then we go ahead with the plan. Yeah.
But if let's say for myself, right, my take on this is, if let's say I know that my property is of a prime location beside MRT, I know that the transaction volume is definitely there, right? And if my house really looks like shit, I won't bother staging also.
Yeah, what you meant is, for example, Pinnacle Duxton. I got nice view. I can see the sea.
Okay.
My furniture tree also never mind because the people come, they know.
They know they will.
They will do a roof full reno.
I think you also brought up one point which it's something that we always encounter. Why must I do my house? Anyway, when the buyer buys, they're going to renovate the place. So why do I need to make the house so nice? So I got another friend who does this, and he always tell me this. this analogy. If you buy a car, right? You like to buy a car that is well taken care of, or a car that is very messy.
Then own self redo.
Yeah. But generally, as a human being, because I think now we are so attracted to visual stuff, social media and all that. Technically our eyes do a lot of power. Oh, this is good, this is bad. So I think we first need to overcome that barrier, to present to the person a nice, so-called appearance.
Yeah,
the rest is for them to decide.
I think I can change the analogy. Don't use car. When you meet a girl,
actually, I'm shy to say, right? Yeah.
you want to meet someone who take care of herself, very well maintained, or you want to take care of
At least when you talk to her,
sloppy.
you're comfortable,
Yeah.
rather than person with
But
eyeshadow.
a lot of girls at home like really look like shit on it.
I don't know.
but at least like they come up,
Yeah,
they
they
got
come
makeover.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got
yeah.
That's the
makeup.
staging.
Yeah. So technically, it's not about appearance. It's just a good feel when you go into the house, because buying a house is an emotion. You need to feel good in order to want to make even an effort to go and see. Yeah. So I think the first impression counts for me when you sell a house. I've been doing this not very long, for a while. So I first of all, number one, if any one of you want to do home staging, or even you want to DIY yourself, by all means, you can do it. So first of all, declutter. I think the trick to having a welcoming home is declutter. Don't have all boxes, underwear lying around, number one. Number two is have some soft finishing to cushion the impact of the concrete wall. Big cushions, if you want to put some carpets. And the most important thing is lighting. Yeah, so sometimes if you go to the shopping mall, you try this shirt, very nice, wow, looks so good. But you go back away, come not nice.
It sets the mood.
Yeah, it sets the mood, the lighting sets the mood. So a lot of factors.
How you do the lighting? Just put one bulb on top?
No. My house, I already have spotlight. So when I did it many years back there, right? So in cases where I mentioned to you, we would change the lights. It's not expensive. Sometimes the expensive is the labor to fix the thing.
Per bulb $30, per bulb
No.
$50.
No. If you go to any of the, I shall not name, but the most popular platform to buy all the stuff, start with S or T, it's very cheap. Very, very, very cheap. So, if you want to do a whole house, just by buying those whatever lights, cost you the most $200 only.
I mean the manpower, the technician.
Manpower depends on who you get. Some people go by per point, which is $80. Then you want to get some who can help you with more, maybe they go with $30.
Change light bulb.
No install the lights for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Change light bulb, I change for you.
Yeah, I was
$30.
like, you don't know how to change it.
Yeah, so install, that means take out the old ones and put it back for you, the new ones. Yeah, so the cost for the whole house, if you include labor, sometimes may be about maybe $500 to $600.
Actually, do you put like the music, some music for ambience?
Okay, last time I used
When
to do
people
it.
want to come
Last
and
time I
view.
used to do it, but then I learned one secret which I shall share on this channel. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know if it's a secret or not.
Secret review.
It's good to have music, but sometimes I forget. Because if I play my phone, I find that the speakers are not good enough, the surround not enough, so the effect is not there. Or either you can use a Bluetooth speaker. But I like the house to smell nice.
Wow.
So there was once I engaged a company to do it. So I was wondering, why there's this smell and why are you doing all this? So they revealed to me,
Echo all sensors.
yeah, so it kills germs and it gives you a lot of fragrance for a while. And you can spray it on any texture. Let me see how to, if you all have noticed that very inconspicuous thing called Fabris. Y'all don't know, right? Y'all thought if your bedsheet is dirty, you just spray, right? That's what I know. Until I met the person, they say no. If you read the chapters of Fabris, it was actually used as an agent to kill germs at first. Then they added the smell. So now everywhere I go, I also spray. So it actually gives a lot of nice smell.
So the seller let you spray.
I spray. If the house is vacant, I'll spray so that when the buyers come, the place is really nice. Yeah, I also kill germs now with COVID, no? You know, it helps a lot. So very important. Music, if you can, good. But if you don't have good speakers, then don't play.
I think what she meant, right,
Yeah.
it's not just a music.
Yeah.
She will bring her station kit, a DJ kit.
Yeah,
and go
because she's
there
DJ.
and spin. Welcome to
Yeah, why not? You should differentiate yourself. You know, then you have drinks with the buyers,
Wow.
with your own personality. I think,
I
wow,
host party.
people will be lining up to enter
Yeah,
your house.
open
Please
house,
call me
open
now.
house.
I can be a caliphate.
Then after that, the next day, kena complain already.
So I think it brought a good point. So anyway, all these things like music, smell,
Lights.
it helps you with the five senses. I think it helps everyone going to a very nice showroom. And I think it's your battle is already half won. Whether they want to buy or not, never mind. But I think as an agent, as a seller, you'll be very proud of your product. Don't buy, lor.
Speaking about this, right, when they come to view very nice, right, do you have any encounter before that? Because people who come to buy also means that they need to sell. If not, they will incur ABSD, 20%. So did they come and see, hey, very nice, are you designer? Can you sell my house for me or not?
Okay, yeah. I have, but it didn't happen because, okay, so technically, I think in the market, there are always people trying to bargain your commission. So there is very nice, I want it to be done the same way. But when they hear the cost, they also say, oh, so expensive. Yeah, so I think it's 一分钱一分货. You know, you want your house to be done properly, you have to put in an effort. It's just not the agent's effort because we already put in a lot of effort, which you all don't see. Then the effort is whether you're even willing to spend a little bit of money to make your house nicer. Even if you don't get a company to do it, I can do it for you, but we need some cooperation from the owners.
一分钱一分货
Yes, right.
Pay a higher commission, then the house can do nicely, then can sell.
Yeah, the commission, I think technically for most of us is 2%. So we have fixed it at 2%. But
Including the home staging cost.
So say, as I said, for HDB, we'll just take it as it is because it's not big. But for larger houses, then we would prefer the owners to pay their part also so that it's, two hands to clap.
Okay, actually, your 2%, including home staging, is below market price already.
Yeah, I know.
It's below market price.
Correct.
It's
correct.
really
For
very
HDBs,
good. Because I
HDBs.
have seen people charge 3%, 4%
Yeah, that's what I heard.
for home staging.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, so for HDBs, we do whatever we can, because technically I think HDBs, everyone is also trying to make a living. So we just help according where we can. So I think that's about all. But generally, the journey for makeovers, they've been very pleasant. The satisfaction level is very good for buyers, for sellers, for agents ourselves, because we didn't know that it can turn out so well. So it's more than bad that we encounter.
Okay, thank you, Edwin, for your time to explain to us what is a home staging. Okay, and guys, if you like such content, you like our video, do subscribe to our YouTube channel here. And this is Amos Cole.
This is Naomi.
And this is Edwin.
See you next time.
Bye.
Woo.
Come.
Sabo people.
She sells. I can't even do it without the stupid chili. Tolong lah.
Where to get the...
Hey, I like chili lah, but this is insane, bro. Cheers, lao sai. I ate.
Finish lah. Hey, your saliva all here immerse.
She sells by the seashore. The shells she sells are surely seashells. So if she sells seashells on the seashore, I'm sure she sells seashore shells. You want the review or not? Come. Review ah. They're very honest.
You didn't eat. Oh!